everybody, my name is Bridget, and today I want to tell you about how I came into the acquisition of 3 Jesus films on 1 DVD. Now, this is really stupid. I got it while working at a fast food job, and for the record, this video is just going to be this and other funny related work stories. Although, I mean, let's be honest, nothing is going to top this. But anyway, this was... Oh man, I'm trying to think how long ago it was. Maybe like a year and a half? Actually maybe not. I don't know. I'm about 2 years, 5-ish months into my medical transition. And back when I was less passing, mostly due to my voice, because I didn't start voice training until a little bit before my 1-year mark ended for medically transitioning. My voice sounded more like this and it wasn't as passing. Even nowadays, I can't really recreate the voice as good as I used to because I'm being used to talking the way that I normally talk nowadays, right? I'm even losing the ability to talk like my guy voice. Very sad. It's so funny for trolling. I'm gonna miss it. But anyways, I used to be a lot more like clockable or whatever, which is fine, but just personally, I want to pass. That's just a personal goal for me. I live in a pretty red area, in a red state, and I mean, it's not as bad as like Florida. I mean, that place is literally hell, but still not a great situation. And people are not very nice to trans people down here. I kind of thought that when I started transitioning, maybe some people would see me and get the idea and be like, okay, yeah, like that's a girl. Not really the case. But anyways, people suck is the moral of the story, but not everybody. There was a lot of people who I thought would suck, and they were actually the sweetest people ever. So don't profile people off their looks. I did that, and it wasn't right of me. Don't do it. Anyways, though, getting back to the story. So I was working at this fast food job, Dunkin', also known as like Dunkin' Donuts. They changed their name. It's stupid. Thank God I'm not there anymore. Sorry, me and my girlfriend just spent like 15 minutes searching for the CD. I have no idea where it went, so sorry if I lost my track and my thoughts are a little scrambled. Anyways, that place kind of sucked to work at, honestly, like most fast food does, and I'm very happy that I'm not there anymore. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still working entry-level jobs, but it's okay. I'm a college student. It's okay though. So I was working there, and I was not as passing, and that is important to the story because people are usually just assholes about it, and were just like treating me like shit, and like, that's annoying, but whatever, it's to be expected. But every now and then you would have someone who was a little more like unique, I guess, than the rest of the people. Like the average, like, he, or like really emphasizing all that stupid stuff. That's like the average foot soldiers, right? But then you have the bosses, and the bosses were like the ones who just were strangely different. So this one person, I wasn't even going to work this day, mind you. Someone at like a different store called out or whatever, and they're like, we need people. So I was like, okay. And I go over to work there, and I'm just doing my stuff at the store. And when I help this one person at the window, I like check them out. And it's just like this like really sweet older lady, like I want to say maybe like 80s or something like that. She just had like a coffee, I think. It was a very simple order, I remember. And I checked her out, and I went to go make her stuff and come back and give it to her. And she was like, here, by the way, here you go, sweetie. And I really wish I had the DVD with me. I will find a photo for you. But she just hands me like this brownie from like Panera Bread, I think it was, or something like that. It was actually really good. It was a very good brownie. So shout out to her. And she gives me this like little envelope with 3 Christ films on DVD in it. And I'm just like sitting there like trying so hard not to laugh because I don't want to like offend her or be an asshole. I mean, I'm very much an atheist, But I'm not trying to be like, God's not real, checkmate liberals, because like, screw that. That's cringe. That's gross behavior. Real awesome people are just fine if people are theistic. We should not care. But anyways, I didn't want to be a dick or anything, but I was also just so taken aback because she's like, "Here you go, sir. Like you should watch this." And it's for like Blu-ray or something. Like people don't even have that anymore, really. I don't even have like a player for it, which kind of makes it even more funny. But I guess you can watch it online. So maybe for a 5,000 subscriber special, if my channel somehow ever hits that, which at this rate, you guys are going crazy. Thank you so much, by the way. You know, maybe if you're interested in that. But anyways, yes, she gives me the tape and I'm just like looking at it and I'm so baffled and I just sit there and I'm like, "Oh, thanks." And she's like, "Of course, bless your heart." And I really just don't know what to do. It kind of ended like that. I know I've been dragging this story out for like 20 minutes already, but it kind of was just like that. I don't know. I just sat there for the rest of the shift thinking about it, and it's kind of been like a funny item for me to just pull out and just show to people because, I mean, you probably don't have 3 Christ films on DVD. Although, I kind of don't anymore either. Okay, so real quick, I have more stories to tell, but I found out where I got this from actually. So it turns out this comes from the same person who gave me 3 Jesus films on 1 DVD actually, so my bad. Although I have gotten more of these, and that story is not fake. Trust me. But anyways, this is the 3 Christ films on DVD little thingy that I got. I can't take it seriously, man. It's like, what? Like, oh my god. First off, just who has this? Like, who carries this around? Like, do you just carry this on you? Like, I wonder if I'm gonna meet a trans person today. I better have my 3 Jesus films on 1 DVD ready with me. I don't know. It's just, it's a very strange. It's very strange thing to do. And you know, as I said earlier, again, I appreciate it. In her eyes, she was trying to help me repent and save me, and I do genuinely appreciate her for that. Like, these people at the end of the day are just trying to help me in the way that they think is best. You know, everyone's trying to save the world in their own way. Except for, like, Trump and billionaires and, like, a lot of people. But, you know, on an individual scale like this, everyone's just trying to save the world in their own little way. And sometimes it conflicts with each other. But I still can't get over the absurdity of the fact that they just had this lying around in their car, just ready to give to somebody. Now, another artifact from working at Dunkin' again, and this was at my home store location, then I still actually have the artifact, is a Bible study on John. Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he may die, he shall live." Here's the little pamphlet. It's like a whole little thingy in here. This person, I don't actually remember who gave me it, but I had a lot of these interactions where customers would just come up to me randomly as I was doing my job and just ask me if I was theistic, usually Christian, and they would try to get me to convert, and I'd just be like, that's awesome, that's really cool. And in reality, I just don't know what to do with this information. Again, I do not hate on religious people. Religion inherently I have a little bit of issues with, but you know, religious people, not at all. And I never know what to do when given these things. But some of the people were very mean about it. But then some others just really wanted to help me repent and stuff like that. And they would just give me random little booklets like this. I mean, I had so many more that I eventually just got rid of because it's like, what am I going to do with these? And they always just say stuff like, bless your heart and please have this. You know, want you to see the error in your way and be better. And I'm just like, okay, man, sure. I try to never make, you know, any resentment people give me. I try to never deflect that back onto them. I try to just be a nice person, you know, kill them with kindness, as they say. And that's what I do. But after a certain point, you just kind of see so many of these, and it's like, what are we doing? But thank you for the thought. I mean, yeah, I mean they're trying to save me, and I appreciate it. In their eyes, they're doing a very good thing, and that's very sweet of them. But it also makes for a pretty funny video, in my opinion. You know, this is like a little unrelated from some of the other stories, but every now and then, old men are old men, and sometimes they do gross things, and I really want to just like do the voice drop and just be like, oh, thank you. And just like do some stupid shit like that. But I'm always like afraid I'm gonna get like hate crimed or something. I mean the odds of it are so little. Okay, maybe not that little, but I just don't want to take my chances. But I remember this one guy I was serving a couple months ago. He like grabbed my arm and like rubbed it a little bit, and I was just like, ugh. And he's like, thank you, honey. I was just like, ugh. And like, I really wanted to do it. I didn't, because I feel like my safety might have been at jeopardy if I did do that. But every time it happens, it comes across my conscience, and I just want to do it so bad. Like it calls to me. It calls to me. I was gonna say like the green goblin mask, but I kind of made that reference like all the time, and it's kind of getting old, but it calls to me. But anyway, that was kind of a self-contained little thing I just wanted to talk about. You know, I know it's all been in jokes and humor the entire video, but these are kind of negative topics, so I want to end the video off with, you know, something a little more positive. Because I just checked, and we have like about like 13-ish minutes of footage, and I want to keep you guys all day, and I'm sure you don't want to be here all day. But if you do, trust me, I love the sound of my own voice. I will gladly make more of these storytime videos if you want them. Although I will need to think of more stories, because oh my god, there's so many. But anyways, more positive stuff. I'm very, how do you say this? I get very happy when people compliment me. Now let me tell you, when you guys comment on my videos so much, and you are always so sweet to me, I'm like over there on the bed, like kicking my feet up in the air, like I mean, sometimes I literally do make that noise. It makes me so happy. But oh my god, especially early in my transition, I just was not used to compliments whatsoever. And every time somebody complimented me on something, it made me so excited. And it's kind of embarrassing, but I would just be unable to talk. Like, they would just render me useless for like a minute and a half. Oh my god. And I mean, I'm even like blushing now thinking about it, which is kind of stupid because a lot of these happened like 2 years ago, but I digress. You know, sometimes people just compliment me on my nails or my eyes or whatever, and like, oh my god, it's so embarrassing. I would not be able to talk to them like for the rest of the interaction. Like, I'd be helping them. And for the record, I have a very big policy where if I see something I like about a person, I try to be like, you know, as long as it isn't like weird to say, I try to be like, hey, I really like your bracelet, or like, I like your makeup, whatever. So every now and then people compliment me back, and when they did, I would just be like, thank you. But it would go way worse because I just could not control it. And it does still happen a decent amount of the time. But just shout out to all the people who were so sweet to me, because there definitely were sweet people out there, despite all the assholes. And their compliments still make me blush. I really appreciate it. I remember at one point there was this really, really nice looking androgynous person. I was just like, yo, I love your outfit, because it was a very, very stylish outfit. And I had my nails painted the trans flag at the color, or at the time. I don't do it as much anymore just because, again, I work in a service job. These nails get destroyed like every 2 seconds. But maybe if I'm not working like that, I will at some point again. Because it is very pretty, and I do like to rep the trans pride a lot. But anyways, they compliment me on my nails, and I mean, again, I was just they just like disabled me for like 2 minutes. It it made me so happy. And I remember there was once this other really, really nice girl in the drive-thru who was absolutely showering me with compliments. And girl, I was I was in the back like screaming for like 6 minutes. I could not speak like a word. Oh my god. It was crazy. So it just makes me happy. I don't know if it's very visible, but I'm blushing a lot right now just thinking back to it. So again, thank you everybody to who was so sweet to me. I don't think anyone who said this stuff is watching this video right now, but in sentiment, thank you. You guys are great. And I just wanted to end the video off on a positive note because, you know, there are some positives to this stuff. It isn't all just people being shitty. You know, with that, thank you for watching the video if you did end up making it so far. I'm not too sure how many people are interested in my storytime content, but I just wanted to bring it up because it's fun for me and I don't have to put a bunch of work into planning the script. I'm kind of just doing this on improv and slightly editing it. But yeah, thank you for watching. I guess if you got this far into the video, tell me about one of your favorite little drinks that you had as a child. Because I just remembered it. I was up in the mountains having a vacation some months ago with my family, and me and my girlfriend Sylvia, we went to some gas station, and she used to get this little drink called bug juice all the time as a kid with like her dad, and it was like a really fun little tradition for her. And every time we go to a gas station, I try to find her some and buy her it, just like a little fun gift for her. And this really old, or not, not really old, I'm sorry. This really sweet old lady overheard us, who like owns the gas station. It was like a local one of hers. It was a very pretty place. So actually, it was like a wooden gas station up in the mountains. It was really nice. She overheard us talking about it, and she's like, "Oh, I heard you talking about about bug juice. Like I'm so happy that you like it. Like I'm happy that you're like continuing it on. It's not as popular as it used to be." And she's like, "You know, I usually give these out to kids, but I want you to have some." So she gave us like a bunch of these little sticker packs that come with the containers that she buys. And like, it's so cute. Like, it's so cute. I don't know if I have one on my water bottle, do I? I do. It's faded out for the most part, but you can still see it sort of. I have a lot of cool stuff on here. Although it's all falling apart, I have to retape it like a million times. Can you tell I like the evolutions? But yeah, anyway, I really like these guys. This little spider guy right here, he's my favorite. Oh yeah, anyway, the point. If you got this far in the video, tell me about some little drink that you like. If you have any drinks like that from your childhood, I would love to hear about it. And I would love to discuss it because I have a few of my own. Shout out to Nestwick. Actually, wait, I think they're owned by Nestle. Okay, don't shout out to Nestwick, actually. That kind of sucks then. But anyway, again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, maybe subscribe, maybe don't. It is totally up to you. If you liked the video, a like would be appreciated. And likewise, if you disliked it, I don't really know why you would watch to the end if you were disliking it up until this point, but you know, of course, feel free to dislike it as well. If you want to see more of me, maybe join my Cat Nigel's fan club on Discord. I talk there pretty actively. And we have 1 million Nigel emotes, and they're very funny. He's a very good boy. I love him so much. And yeah, with that, thank you so much. I will see you. Bye!